Guten Tag everyone! Mabuhay! I'm Sheena, your tourist guide for today's adventure. And welcome to Berlin! Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone of a few important things during our tour. Please stay close to the group, keep your belongings safe, and be respectful of every site to visit. The Brandenburg Gate is more than just a photo spot. It is a symbol of history and unity. So let's help preserve its beauty by keeping the area clean and supporting local businesses around us. Alright, ready to explore? Let's begin! Now, take a moment and look right in front of you. What do you see? Yes, that's the Brandenburg Gate, one of the most famous landmarks in Germany, and perhaps in all of Europe. Can anyone guess how old it is? Good guesses! It was completed in 1791, more than 230 years ago, built in the neoclassical style and inspired by the Acropolis in Athens. Stands 26 meters tall with 12 massive Doric columns. And right at the top, you'll notice the quadriga and the goddess of victory riding a chariot pulled by 4 horses. Here's a fun fact. Napoleon once stole the statue and brought it to Paris, but Berlin got it back a few years later. A little victory of their own, right? Now, let's take a step into history. Imagine, during the Cold War, the gate stood right in the middle of the death strip, completely cut off. East Berliners and West Berliners could only look at it from afar. But in 1989, when the Berlin Wall finally fell, thousands of people rushed here to celebrate freedom and unity. Can you picture the cheers and tears of joy of the fields with the square? Today, the Brandenburg Gate stands as a symbol of peace, reconciliation, and hope. And before we move on, I'd like to ask, what does the Brandenburg Gate represent to your personality? It is unity, freedom, or maybe resilience. Wonderful reflection. That's the beauty of the place. Every visitor discovers their own meaning here. As we wrap up our visit, I'd like to hope that the Brandenburg Gate has inspired you to look at the history not just as something from the past, but as a symbol or a reminder of how people can rise, rebuild, and come together. Thank you all for being such an amazing and respectful group for today. I truly appreciate your energy and participation. Enjoy the rest of your stay here in Berlin. May your journey be filled with discovery, connection, and unforgettable memories. This is Sheena, your tour guide, officially signing off. Dankeschön and have a wonderful day ahead.
Good day everyone, I am Angel Montenegro, your tour guide for today, and welcome to San Jose Palace. Alright, guests everyone are so excited. Before we go inside the palace, here are the things you must not do when we go inside the palace. First, do not touch the furnitures, paintings, or decorations. Second, do not use flash photographies. And third, do not eat or drinks inside the palace. And the last one, do not make a loud noise. Alright, are you excited? Okay, let's come inside. So, this the garden of San Jose Palace is the one of most beautiful and famous place garden in Germany. It was designed together with a place for King Frederick with a greater place for peace and relaxations. The garden is filled with terraces, fountains, statues, and colorful flowers. So we have the marble hall, the goddess rooms, used for concerts and gatherings. It has a marble columns, golden ornaments, and beautiful ceiling paintings. And we have a library in here, where Frederick read books, wrote letters, and there's a filled with his personal collections. And we have the music rooms. This the king played the flute with famous musicians. And we have guest rooms in here, decorated with fine paintings, furnitures, and silk wool coverings. So we have the last room. It is a Voltaire's rooms, named after the French philosopher who stayed there. It is decorated with the bright colors, birds, and flowers on the walls. Alright, thank you for today. And this is the end of our tour. And thank you for visiting the San Jose Palace. Have a great day.
Hello, my dear tourists. Good afternoon and mabuhay. Are you all ready for our tour today? Great, because I am excited too. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Marie, and I'll be your tour guide for today's trip here in Cologne, Germany. Today, I welcome you all to one of the most important and breathtaking landmarks in the country, the Cologne Cathedral. Before we begin our tour, let me remind you all a few simple guidelines to make our visit enjoyable and respectful. First, please stay close to the group since the cathedral area can get crowded. Second, keep your voices low once we're inside because this is a sacred place for prayer and reflection. And lastly, avoid touching displays or church artifacts to help preserve their beauty and history. Now that we are ready, let's begin our exciting journey to explore the Cologne Cathedral, one of Germany's greatest treasures. The Cologne Cathedral, or Kölner Dom, is one of the most famous and tallest churches in Europe. It's a beautiful Gothic-style cathedral located in Cologne, Germany. The construction began in 1248 and took over 600 years to finish. The cathedral is famous for its twin towers that reach about 157 meters high, once making it the tallest building in the world. Inside, you can see the colorful stained glass windows and the shrine of the Three Kings, which many believe hold the remains of the three wise men. The Cologne Cathedral is truly a symbol of faith, patience, and amazing architecture. As we end our visit, take one last look at the Cologne Cathedral, a true symbol of faith, patience, and dedication. Once again, I'm Marie, your tour guide, signing off, and mabuhay!
Good day everyone, mabuhay. I am Princess EGD Plinyas and I'll be your tour guide today. Welcome to Marienplatz, the very heart of Munich, Germany. I am so excited to take you in this journey through one of the most beautiful and historic squares in the country. Marienplatz has been the main square of Munich since 1158, which means it's been around for more than 800 years. The name Marienplatz comes from Marian Column, or Mariensäule, which was built in 1638 to thank the Virgin Mary for protecting the city during the war. Now, let's take a look around. On this side, you'll see the new town hall, or News Rathaus. Isn't it beautiful? It was built in the 19th century and it's famous for its glockenspiel, a clock tower that comes alive with moving figures at 11 a.m., 12 noon, and 5 p.m. The figures perform little dances that tell stories from Munich's history. On the other side, that's the Old Town Hall, or at least Rathaus. It looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. It was first built in the 15th century and now houses a museum dedicated to toys. Yes, a toy museum. Perfect for both kids and adults. Marienplatz isn't just about buildings. It's full of life. You'll find street performers, musicians, cafes, and shops selling local treats and souvenirs. During Christmas time, this place turns into a magical Christmas market with lights, music, and the smell of roasted nuts and hot chocolate in the air. Truly a sight to remember. Did you know the glockenspiel performs lasts about 15 minutes and it ends with a golden rooster at the top of the tower that flaps its wings and crows 3 times. Many tourists wait just to see the moment. Before we move on, take a few minutes to walk around, take photos, and enjoy the atmosphere. Don't forget to grab a pretzels or some Bavarian snacks nearby. Thank you for joining me here at Marienplatz, everyone. I am Princess EGD Pleñas, and it's been my pleasure to share this beautiful part of Monique with you. And please take care as you all go to your next destination. Thank you and mabuhay!
Mabuhay and good day everyone. I am Alia Mitch Cavalier, your tour guide for today. Welcome to one of Germany's most enchanting destination, the Black Forest, and lavish flash street, peaceful village, and magical tradition. Now, when people hear Black Forest, one thing often comes to mind is the Cocoa Club. Today, I'll be taking you in a short journey to discover why charming Cocoa Club is special. The Cocoa Club was first created here in the Black Forest over 300 years ago. Imagine that century of craftsmanship passed down from one generation to another. Each clock is carefully handmade by local artisans using wood from the surrounding forest. The details are truly amazing, carved birds, leaves, and forest scenes that tell the story of nature and life here. And of course, the highlight is the little cocoa bird that pop out to announce the time with the cheerful cocoa sound. These clouds are more than just a way to tell time. They are the piece of heart, history, and culture. Every cocoa call reminds of the creativity and hard work of the people who built them. So, when you visit the Black Forest, don't forget to stop by one of the local workshop of museum. You might even find a cocoa club that's call you up to literary. Once again, mabuhay and thank you for joining me on this tour of the Black Forest with iconic cocoa club. I hope visit leaves you inspired the beauty of tradition, diversity, and time.
Hello everyone, welcome to Neuschwanstein Castle. It is the most magical places in the whole world, specifically in Germany. It's located high in the Bavarian Alps. This castle looked like it came straight out of a fairy tale. And guess what? It was actually inspired by the Disney castles of King Ludwig II. It was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria in 1869. He loved art, literature, and music of Richard Wagner, so he wanted a castle that would bring his dreams to life. He imagined this place as his personal retreat where he could escape from politics and live in peace, surrounded by beauty and creativity. King Ludwig, while looking at the blueprint or drawing of the castle, he said that I shall build a castle like no other place of music, art, and dreams. The tower will touch the sky and the halls will sing the Wagner's melodies. King Ludwig's II imaginations knew no limits, but sadly, he never saw the castle completed. Before it even completed, he died in 1886 before construction finished. Still, his dreams lives through the masterpiece. Today, Neuschwanstein Castle is Germany's most visited landmarks. Millions of tourists come every year to see its fairy tale charms.
Good day, everyone. I'm Mariel Taping Mabuhay. This is your tour guide today. The Old Man Bridge, Alps Main Break, and the Westbards, Germany, is a historic stone bridge dating back to the 15th century, church and original structures, stone in the 12th century. Adorned with statues of saints and historical figures, it is connect the old city to the Marine Bridge Forest Hill. The bridge is a social hub offering scenic views and is a popular spot for enjoying local France Konyan win. It is a must-see attraction, especially during like Christmas markets and lights festivals.